What? Everyone say hello. See, Omega is just chaos incarnate, and I appreciate you. The last time we did this, you screamed and burst my eardrums. This time it says, ah, before we start. Welcome to the Curse of Strahd game. I am the humble GM. Whiskey, hello everyone. I am joined today. Let's go with we got a little bit of a new overlay. So let's go with this order today. We are joined by the lovely Naomi playing the ever so chaotic Davy, our Spores Druid. We are joined by Omega Jones playing Yegos, who was particularly quiet in the last session because I don't want to play everyone's character because it's you got to do what you got to do. But they are our Swarm Keeper Ranger. And then we have the ever so fun Turquoise Magpie playing Lint. Your fun. I'm saying your fun. Now, Lint. Actually, Lint is just panicky like you. Yep. Our Order of Scribes wizard. Our lovely Gossamer is not able to make it today. We send them all our love as well. And yeah, before I recap what we did last session, because last session was just a very nice RP moment. We just had a little bit of fun in the shops and stuff. But before I do that, a couple of things. First thing, make sure you understand that Curse of Strahd is a horror-based game. There are triggering content in this game. You can Google what is also in there, but very much the horror spectrum of triggers. Just make sure you're careful of all that. If you feel like you're getting a bit triggered during the session, please make sure you pause, take a breather, whatever you want to do. And secondly, Omega Jones, after this session, a couple hours after this session, is going to be running a level 21 shot. And it's going to be helping him with a couple of builds and stuff. So if you want to use the command CB, it will send you a link to his channel so you can join him later on. So yeah, just wanted to put that out there for you, Omega, because we got to back each other up, you know. But yeah, I appreciate you too. So let's recap from last session. First off, our party found themselves in the morning with two letters, one from a Burgomaster and one from Strahd himself. Now, with a little bit of distrust, which is completely understandable, they have spoken about the chances of actually going and accepting this invitation. Lint nervously points out it comes across like he would know that they've accepted it with intent, and then a way of travel would be provided. After a little bit of talk there, they went on to the Burgomaster's letter, who just invited him over for tea, as he found out that Irina came by, thanks to these heroes, this band of people. So he invited him over for tea, and just to have a little catch-up and a meeting. After that, they discovered that the lovely Bakor has had to leave the party, as they have some kind of quest of their own that only they can do right now, which you will find out maybe in a few sessions time, maybe in 10 sessions time. We don't know yet. We'll see how it all goes. After that, they went shopping. They got a couple of necessities and all that kind of thing, but they went to Blinsky's Toys to find out what the fuck these dolls are all about. After a bit of conversation, a little bit of purchasing of very creepy items, they discovered that one of the dolls that was in Blinsky's shop, Blinsky's Toys, looked exactly like Irina. And obviously that caught the attention of our players, and they questioned him. They later found out that this was commissioned by Isaac, the demon-armed man, the guard, as they have already met. The gentleman who eviscerated Henrik's poor face. Oops, a daisy. And what else? Yeah, they found out that he's not commissioning him via payment. It's more via threat. And from that point, they requested that he would make one for them. And he mentioned it'll be about an hour later. So we'll come back to that after that. And then they found themselves, fast forward, at the Burgomeister's mansion. We mentioned, to be fair, Yegos, you would absolutely know this because you've got nice wisdom score. I like using passive insight and passive perception as much as I can. When you entered the Burgomeister's mansion, the very first thing that kind of hit you is it felt like an argument had broke out, even though there was no signs of it. It's one of those where you walk into a room and you know something's up. Either there's an argument going off, there's a disconnect going off with the people inside, but there's just this weird unease for the ones who are quite insightful. But everything was kind of presenting a very, like, I am the person in charge of Vallaki, and I'm going to make it very obvious. You found yourself in a den where there was a massive bear head mounted on the wall, and it was mentioned by Irina that this was used as a kind of threat, in a sense, as I am a powerful person and you are my subjects kind of thing. Irina just shrugged it off like, it's what politicians do. It's bullshit either way. So then Davey was like, I want that tooth. So they, with a bit of druid crafting, they melted away the enamel on this bear tooth. And unfortunately, the moment it fell is the moment when the Burgomeister opened the door. It hit the floor, and you saw a massive vein just appear on his head. He takes a breath and settles down. You know what? Let me just add this in, actually. Could everyone roll me a perception check? This is a perception check. Also something, Diego, sorry. When you walked in, there was a dinner going off from the wife. Nice. 5, yeah. You know what? I kind of like this because I think Yegos is very... I mentioned that Yegos was uncomfortable in this space because it's very high class presenting, so I don't know if Yegos would feel like he would fit. You get what I mean? So that's what I mentioned last session. So I kind of like the idea that you're quite alert right now anyway. So that might be why you got that nat 20. David, what about you? You muted. Muted. I'm muted. 22, cool. I'll mention it to you in a second, but yeah, just to catch you up, Jaeger, sorry. Yeah, there was a lunch/tea going off with his wife, basically, who was presenting a nice tea to a bunch of ladies who are all dressed in rags, not interested in what the fuck she was saying. They just wanted to eat. Something I wanted to also add in, sorry to all of you lot, because I forgot to. In this dining room, before you went in, as it was cleared, you do notice that there was like a ball made out of sticks. Just a big ball, and it looks like it's in the shape of a sun, as much as it possibly can be, but in just crudely made and all that kind of stuff. You could see like some of the ladies have got little splinters in their hands because they're doing it. And the conversation as well was talking about the event, what's happening tomorrow. But you also heard that the ladies here were making outfits for children to wear the next day as well. So just wanted to add all that in because I forgot to mention last session. So let's bring this in. That natural 20 and that 22, Davey, or whatever it was, you definitely see that he mouths the words, all will be well. That's when the vein starts to like dissipate and drop, and he takes a breath. Right, please come with me, and he will take you into the dining room. The dining room has been cleared. You all settle down. You see that Rain is kind of just looking around a little tiny bit, just to see how what's going off here. Anything what's of interest. Lint, you definitely kicked that tooth on the way. So bear in mind he did see you kick it in last session. So I wanted to add this in. he does care for this, so I think he would have actually gone to pick it up before you got a chance to cast that mage hand. I'll be honest with you, yeah, because you don't know why, but there's a reason why he actually wants that for himself. He's not going to be like, oh, let me kick it. So yeah, he picks it up, he looks at it, and he's just shakes his head and then puts it in his pocket. You do notice, by the way, that tailing him, actually kind of following you into the dining room, are 2 dogs, quite large, 2 mastiffs, really like, just really awesome looking dogs, where they have quite dark features. They are black of fur, but their eyes are almost completely black as well. A bit unsettling, but you see that they're kind of just sniffing you lot. Some of them might get a bit too close. I think they get very close to Davy, I'll be honest with you, because Davy, I don't know if you have a permanent smell as a spores druid, but I feel like there might be something there. So it's a sort of smell. Ooh, actually, Yegos, I mean, you're rats. I think they'd be a bit interested in you. Yeah, I'm not saying you're a rat. Yes, that's very true. But yeah, yeah, make an animal handling. Absolutely. Understandable. You see your hand goes down to pet, and it sort of hunches down a little bit, but then it settles, and you just give it a little pet, pet, pet. It's a dog in the end. Dogs like pets most of the time. As you all enter to the dining room, the Baron will sit obviously at the head of the table. And he's like, oh, please sit. And as he sits down, the dogs sort of go to the, each of them go to the opposite side of the table. They walk to his side and then sit down in front of him. Like, you can see that these dogs are very well trained. And as you're making you're taking your seats, he will just be scritching them and all that kind of stuff. So, tea, everyone. Before we get into conversation, if that's okay. You see that he will do a little bit of a clap clap, and there's this awkward silence because no one comes. Like, it's a solid like, oh yes, and he stands up and goes, Lydia dear, Lydia, and you hear very, very like in the distance, a voice very similar to the voice what you heard when you first entered, the lady presenting the conversation at the beginning. Yes, dear. Could you make some tea for our lovely guest, please? Of course, yes. A couple minutes go by, and tea is presented to you. You see that she is quiet right now. When you first saw her basically talking to all of those ladies, there was an air of elegance and confidence, just in a presentation way. But while this is happening, she's very quiet. She pours you all tea. Even if you don't want it, she's going to pour you it. Yeah. No, absolutely. This is... I would love you to make an insight. I would love you to make an insight. Cool. Yeah, yeah, always be careful of casting spells in front of people. 18, 19. Yeah, so with this, it's not a case of... It's more of a case of, like, she's not being controlled in any way. Like, this is not a case of do what the fuck I want, I say right now. It's not that at all. She just has this understanding of, it's very important to make sure that a husband feels happy. You know, as you all have all known, happiness is one of those things that is almost essential in Vallaki. So when you're getting to the root of that reason, which is the Burgomeister, you understand that the wife here, I don't think, oh no, Lydia understands that. So she understands that I want to do this because I want the peace. I want to be no stress or anything like that. So it's not from a place of like abuse or like any kind of fear. It's just that she knows to make him happy, you know? No, very important. Absolutely. I know it's an extremely important question. I love those questions, especially when it comes to this, because it's juicy. I like that shit. Anyway, as she pours the tea, let me know if you drink it, by the way, because I'll tell you how you die. If you down it, she'll go, oh, here, dear, and she pours you another one. This is like, if you ever had tea made by someone who has no clue how to make tea, like, so we literally, you know how you're supposed to brew tea bags, right? It's literally like a, and that was it kind of thing. It is very bland, like super bland tea. You can see that, you get the idea that she's not usually one who does this. So yeah, it's just very weird. She walks over to Baron Vargas and just gives him a little peck on the top of the head. And then, I will leave you to your talk, dear. Thank you. And she'll just, yeah, please. What type of tea? Oh, oh, fuck me. Um, okay. Senses are heightened. I understand, yeah. So, I'll say this, because I don't drink tea, ever. I fucking hate tea. This is straight up coffee, my babies. No, so... It tastes like just very bland regular tea. That's all I can really say right now. Yeah, it's like maybe you. Yeah, kinda. Yeah. In my lack of tea experience, I can't give you too much detail. Oh, it's not poison. It's very standard. I got you. That's very true. Yeah, lint is literally all about poison. So, yeah, you. That's totally fair. What's the components for Druidcraft, just so I can see if Vargas will see that. You do some little things. I think, you know what, I think that you can just do that, right? Because I think Vargas is very much in this presentation mode that he is so focused on what he is doing right now to present to you lot that I don't think he pays attention to that. So you see him take the tea, he drinks it, he puts it down. He's not impressed by it at all. So, all of you, it is wonderful to see you. Irina. I have never seen you before, dear, and I must say you are a striking lady. You have been apparently a wonderful daughter to your dear father. And how is he doing? And you see Irina, she doesn't go into this sad state. She has already mourned his death. Baron Vargas, he has unfortunately moved on. Moved on, dear. Why? He is my age. Well, it just seems like the world around Barovia just took its toll on him, unfortunately. Well, if I had known sooner, I would have invited him and yourselves to my wonderful town a lot sooner, dear. My condolences to you, of course. But it is good to see you here. It is good that you have came here. You have obviously made the right choice, if that is the case. Now, are you here for just a place to stay? Because, by all means, the least I can do for your father is offer you a place here. Irina looks at all of you and just tilts her head like, yeah, of course. Actually, the church is doing very well for me. For some reason, I just feel a lot more comfortable there than anywhere else. And Father Lucian has been such a dear. It is lovely to speak to him, and honestly, he just makes me feel comfortable. So it is where I would like to stay for now. He has provided a lovely space for me. Even made a little bedroom, which is lovely. But I'm fine there. Thank you, though, Vargas. And you see there's like a little bit of an instant rejection feeling from Vargas. Well, that is fine, of course. But if you ever find yourself in need of some more of the comforts of my home, please come by anytime. Thank you. And you just see that she will take a sip of her terrible tea, and she just holds it in like, actually, hang on. Irina's... Yeah, so she rolled a 6. So you see that she just like coughs. Like, Vargas just tilts his head a little bit, like, interesting. So, hang on, there's 4 of you, right? Yeah. So, you 4. Please, tell me who you are, introduce yourselves. I only know of your, good work for my dear Irina here. Tell me who you are, what your names are, what are you doing in Valaki, in Barovia? You are clearly strangers to these lands? Oh, thank you. It's funny that apparently now I am not a big believer in this, but apparently the bear was killed by my father. By his bare hands, apparently, but that could have been an exaggeration. You know what fathers are like. They like to make themselves feel tough. But it was my father's, and I want to make sure that it is in his memory. We have a statue made of him in the middle of the town as well. So, he was an impressive man, apparently. But, alas, he's no longer with us, which is why I can relate to you, Irina. And Irina's just like, sure. Like, Irina is very disinterested in the politics kind of thing, this kind of friendly bullshit that politicians will do. She's here to show face, and that's it, right? But yes, so unfortunately, I do not know why this tooth, I mean, you can see it's like a big tooth, right? I do not know why this decided to fall out, but I will get it fixed. It's no problem at all. Anyway, so tell me, I have spoken too much. Tell me about yourselves. Davy, please continue. Where are you from? Are you from outside of Barovia? Where are you from? The swamp? It... Okay, that's... Anything... No, my dear, I am not a fan of swamps. It's not really my thing. My trousers could not handle the swamp, if I'm honest. Gets a bit waterclogged. But I see that you are a wonderful person, it seems. Swamp. Where is this swamp? Is it outside Barovia? Is it inside Barovia? Oh, well, that's interesting. So, and you just see him like contemplating what I'm gonna roll actually, because he's such a person of self-interest. Like I don't know if he'd actually even think about what's outside of Vallaki. You get what I mean? Cards. Yeah, not good. Well, okay. And he like kind of just goes a bit blank from that because he actually doesn't know where you're talking about. Well, it is wonderful that you have helped Irina. Davy, was it? Davy? And it seems that he like taps one of his dogs. But this one here, Rich, is a big fan of you. It is very rare, actually. And you see the dog just sort of like looking at you a little bit, and it's still sat down. It's very much trained here, but it's kind of looking at you with a little head tilt. And how about you? I'm gonna say you two, but technically it'll be you three. Because you're picking the rain. What about you two? Where are you from? Are you from in the mist or outside the mists? Oh, wonderful. And what do you study? He like looks at his tea for a second and just should be fine. Poisons. Why have you got that fascination with poisons? That is very interesting. Sounds like a very interesting teacher. I'm curious, what was his disciplinary actions if a student was, bad? That you know of? Indeed. Interesting. But it seems that you have made it here so far, which means you have some talents, and that is more than enough for me. Wonderful. And you? I've never met you before. That's fine. Sure. Ah, a local. Wonderful. And whereabouts in Barovia, dear? You're from Kresk. And what brings you here? Well, and you see, the moment you say you like this place, he doesn't even fucking... the curiosity goes. Completely goes. Well, I cannot blame you for that one, dear. It is, of course, my own creation. What's up, what's up, what's up? What? Oh my god. Well, there you go. There you go. That's so funny. That got it. Hello, everyone. Okay. We've got it for our own players. It's fine. Hey, chat. Everyone's dead. Is that okay? Okay. So just a little heads up. Conversation happened. That's all you gotta think about. It's all good. Hello, everyone.
Oh, great.
Happened yesterday. My settings have been weird. Anyway, so to catch everyone up, hi. We're in a conversation with the Burgomaster. Literally just talking about a little bit of background for all of these characters right now. Not much has been dropped so far, right? It's just been like cute
Not
dogs, and we're establishing a couple of things about Jaegers. But thank you. 5 minutes, amazing.
Yeah, I was like, hold on, wait.
I was like,
I just looked. I was like, what do you mean? What's happening? Oh shit.
Anyway, it's fine. So yeah, the Burgomaster will immediately like take your compliment of you like this town and just goes on a bit of a tangent. And in this moment, he kind of talks about how proud he is of what he has created here. He talks about this idea of happiness in general is the thing that is preventing the devil from coming here.
Yep.
He and that's the thing. Me as a DM, I don't want to be going off for like 10 minutes on this bit because I don't think my skill set's there. But yeah, it's very much talking about, you know, him putting this kind of these rules in place, but it is all based off a idea that celebration is important. And that is why I am doing all of these festivals every single week. And my people are so thrilled when I decide to put these on because, well, it works. And I am very proud of that. My father had the unfortunate idea that curfews, strong rules, punishments, that was how you keep the devil at bay. And I just do not think he was correct in this. So, when it was my time to take over after his unfortunate demise, I wanted to change things. I wanted to make this place about happiness and just fulfilling the lives of the people here. I think punishment is intended when it is necessary, because in the end, if they are on the devil's side, then we need to make sure they are sorted. But happiness...
You are
May I
not
ask?
on.
Lynch says, may I ask what counts as devilish actions to be punishable?
Well, from how I see it, when people are complaining too much, if people are not in the right mindset of the Valakians here, I feel they are inviting the devil in. Positivity is what keeps the devil at bay, my friend.
Would you count a warning as a complaint?
It depends on what warning.
I don't know. It depends. It depends how far you take, what is people's advice as a complaint, I would say.
Well,
so how are you able to, make changes to this town to benefit everyone, as well as, keep up the rules that you have to maintain happiness that is not, diving on the idea of punishment for complaints?
Well, and just confirming that you don't like the devil person.
Absolutely not. No, my dear. Did you mention Yegos' name at all? I don't think.
Nope.
Cool. Just making sure. Because he has literally no clue who you are.
I don't think I said my name either. I think Davey's the only one who actually said their name.
That makes sense. That does make sense. Yeah.
She's got nothing to worry about.
I just wanted to make sure because
no, that's okay.
Some people be weird. Okay.
Mm-hmm. My dear, I am the complete opposite of that. I do everything in my power to make sure the devil does not arrive here. And answering your question, my scholarly friend, things have been working. If it works, then why complain? Why change? If the methods are working right now, then that is all that matters.
I think there is times to be careful because, the devil observes all the things it wants and wants to try and attack good. If it knows one way won't work, you never know when he might switch to the other way.
That is true. However, he has not been here since I have reigned. So, in the end, if it is working, it is working. Why do I need to be concerned?
I really like it here.
Oh, I'm so glad, dear. Thank you. Thank you very much. And you see he drinks its tea again in like this prideful way again, puffs his chest out, drinks it, and then just shivers a little bit because it's a little bit cold because it's been 10 minutes since he finished his talk about how good Vallaki is and what he's proud of.
Lint wants to, from what he's been questioning, he wants to try and get a read of the Burgomaster to think, does he know about the attack on the church and the fact that there was devil spawn and vampire spawn in Vallaki?
Okay, I would love you to make an insight check. I'm gonna roll, but I'm gonna give you information regardless of what you roll. But roll insight anyway, because I'm gonna give you an explanation.
I rolled it into my box to keeping my dice. It did not want to be rolled.
Oh my god! Thank you, chat. By the way, for letting us know. 40 minutes of amazing role. The most sensational roleplay you've ever seen by me, only by me. You know, I'm the best. Oh, what a shame it's not recorded.
It's a 17.
Okay, so for insight, for Vargas, like I mentioned before, he's very self-indulgent, right? This is a case of he loves to congratulate himself that he is doing well here. And because of this, information that might be going against his idea that he is doing well has never reached his ears. Now, the reason why you would know this even without the insight is because Isaac mentioned to you lot to not mention it to anyone, and that included the Burgomeister.
Okay.
So yeah, there's something to stack on top there. You see that, like, okay, in a weird way, right? Whatever you fucking believe, I don't give a shit. But flat earthers, right? You can give them all the evidence in the world, but they will not change their mind even if you give them all the evidence. For him, he will just blank out on any kind of evidence that something might be awry, even if it was presented to him. And if it was presented to him, he would get very upset about it. So, yeah, I'll add that onto your insight too.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything else before you want I continue what you wanted to say, you lot?
Nope, that's better.
Everyone good? Yeah. Yep. Cool. Okay, Omega.
I was muted. I was like, wait.
Hey, don't worry.
What do you mean?
We were all muted for 40 minutes. Or it might just be me, actually. No, you
That
lot
is
are muted.
fair.
I wasn't muted.
That
Pick
is
up
fair.
context, please.
That's
Ian
awesome.
silences us.
Yes.
It's all about me, chat.
It's all about it is clearly. No, he. So. We did some things, and what does that now mean for Velaki? Do we have to go?
What do you mean by doing things, dear?
I kind of where is Diego sitting in regards to like where everyone else is on the table?
It's up to you lot.
I think he's closest to the group. I don't know how close he is. I don't think he's at the table. And if he is, he's like at the end, like it's kind of like huddled.
Yeah.
But he's probably close enough to Lent.
Okay. Yeah, Lint would like kind of just like put his hand out in front of Diegos as like a kind of sign to just say, don't mention like anything out of that. And Lint will just say, we don't know how easy it is for things to get in and out of Velaki. We did leave the first morning to return a young girl that we saved from the lake nearby to her family. And on the way back, we had a little bit of an encounter with some ruffians. And we don't know where they came from or what they wanted, but it just left us a little off edge. So we don't know if something has happened that may have offset the town because of us. So we've just come here to check if anything. Like, have we done anything wrong so far?
If you did, I would have known immediately. You said these ruffians were they inside Velaki or outside Velaki?
We were on the way to the Vestani camp further out to the west. It was on the way back. I'm not entirely sure where the borders of Velaki are.
Yes, the Vistani. The spies of the devil. And you see that he like finishes his drink reluctantly. They have been known to be spies of the devil, and we do not allow them in Velaki. And if I
then we apologize for bringing one of their children in, if that is why we are in trouble.
One of their children was in Velaki. Interesting. Good to know. I will speak to one of our guards. That should not have happened. And he just has a little bit of a moment of, ooh boy. Well, in the end, you did save someone, which is wonderful. in the end, I cannot say that the children who are Vistani are to blame. I do understand that they are taught from a young age how to spy, but in the end, if you needed to save someone, that is good for you. They are out of the borders right now. They are out. Then there's nothing to worry about. Absolutely nothing to worry about. So, well, there's something. And this is where he's like trying to look at the teacup with the really bad tea, and he recognizes that some of you haven't finished your drinks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Davio's down like 3 cups.
Yeah, you're you're hydrating more than anything, honestly. You're
I
really
would say
hydrated.
between him going off on like his little 10-minute monologue, I've just been pushing my cup towards David.
Who has been drinking that too.
That makes sense, yeah.
And then I just like grab the cup back so it's empty.
Yeah, I would say as well, like, while he was talking as well, he'd occasionally would have stood up and just like walked to, you know what I mean? Like the boss in a fucking meeting kind of vibe. And when it's like, sit the fuck down. You don't have to play this standing up bullshit. Anyway, as you can see, some of my helpers are not here. And I am curious why. Unfortunately, my head guard, Isaac, I asked him to investigate on this. My personal butler and Fiona's lady-in-waiting have both gone missing all of a sudden. I do have my suspicions. There is a lady of Valaki who I have the impression that she is against me. She does not like what I do, and I have not the insight, but a little bit of information that she might be trying to do things to take over my position. For what reason, I do not know. But I believe she is aligned with the devil himself. Now, for me, I cannot just think that she is the one responsible for the disappearance of my servants. But one has to think there must be a reason. Who else would be doing this? So I ask you, as skilled individuals, if you could do me a favor of investigating her abode. Look for anything that might be incriminating, anything that might be leading to her working with the devil. If you do this for me, I will, of course, make sure that if you want to stay here, you can be provided food whenever you'd like. But I'll also sweeten the pot by offering you the sum of... And he sort of like has a little bit of a think. 200 gold pieces? Find anything to make sure that she is in line with him. And that'll be yours. There's this moment. A little cat. Oh, so cute. The cat mute button. There's this moment where you hear the doors of the mansion just open up. And as you're all in the room, you don't have to roll insight, you don't have to roll perception. You see walking past the dining room, and just right past the dining room is Isaac. Just walk past. And the Burgomaster goes, Isaac? Isaac, come here. And a couple of moments later, Isaac pops his head through the door. Burgomaster Vargas, I have to apologize for my absence. I had a job to do which has taken the night. I would like to rest before I can continue my investigation into the missing butler and lady-in-waiting. Vargas looks at him from a distance and goes, "My dear, if you are tired from whatever work you had to be done, then please take the rest all you need. Just understand that our staff going missing could be prioritized. We don't want anything bad happening before our wonderful festival tomorrow, you know?" Isaac looks at all of you and sort of clocks who's he most connected to. Yagos, he's most connected to you. And I don't know if you're looking at him, Yagos. If you're not looking at Isaac right now, then I would personally say, like, you can feel you can feel his gaze at the back of your head. But it's up to you. It's up to you, Ro. If you turn to see Isaac, then that's fine. But if not,
I think he probably does look for sure.
He just gives you a glance of of like, you're here for a reason. He understands what the Burgomaster's asking for right now. And there's like a little bit of a, I know you can handle this at least. Burgomaster, I would happily do that, but I definitely need to rest right now. I apologize for not doing it right now, but if I do not rest, then I will be at a disadvantage. Okay. Okay. Do what you must.
Can Davy check, does Isaac take any notice of Irina?
Make an insight check. Or perception.
Okay, I'll take perception.
I actually need a roll for him. Because right now, in this moment, he is looking at a Burgomaster. Irina is in the room, but I need to see if he would actually clock her. So let's see. So you roll me a perception check real quick.
I rolled very bad. It's a 12.
A 12? Okay. I will say 12. I'm not too sure you would click. I'm actually going to roll on roll 20 because I think that's really cool to do. No, he doesn't. Yeah, he roll. That's a 9. Yeah. He's tired as well. He's been literally out all night, and you lot would know why he's out all night, right? He's mentioned that he's got a job to do, but you know why. So yeah, he will nod his head and walk away. You hear like the footsteps and
I think I would love to, if I can, before he walks away, and I know that he looks at me, and I think that, Yigo's just comfortable around folks that he gets comfortable around folks he's comfortable around. But what I mean by that is that
I understand.
Since AI just comes in the room and does a little bit of, okay, I cannot be so tense anymore because he trusts Isaac. And seeing Isaac's kind of gets like weariness or whatever's going on, he's going to look back at the Burgomaster and go, have you ever been to Kresk before? It has. I like the floors here better, but as he's talking, I'm going to try to use that as like a sleight of hand or as a stealth, so one of my rats can come from under my mantle, scurry over to Isaac, go up the back of his back, so I can cast message to him.
Oh, fuck. Components for message. Is it just verbal?
It's verbal, somatic, and material. So it's all the things, which is why I'm trying to distract the Burgomeister.
Yeah.
Because while I'm doing it, message is also like super whisper to yourself, so you don't really see or hear what's going on. So as he's talking, I'm like gonna just mumble to myself at the same time to see if you can't hear. Which is why I asked, gotta do like a stealth or a sleight of hand or something to try to get around that.
Sleight of hand for that one, actually.
Feels better. I just wanted to double check. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
no. I get it.
Here you go. And to be fair, my sleight of hand is worse than my stealth, so that's why I asked. Here we go. It's not a bad thing. It's not super bad. I have proficiency, but I don't have expertise. That is the dirty 20.
Yeah, you can get that. Yeah, you get that.
Then as I'm talking to him, trying to get it, I know he was focused on Crest for a moment, so I'm trying to unfortunately put that pressure back on for a moment. But as he does, he's going to ask via message, "Is everything okay? Do we need to do something?" Or
and they can reply like a little bit.
They can
right?
reply, yeah.
Yeah. You've done this with him before, I believe. He goes, "Everything is okay, Yegos. The search continues, but we will get there eventually. Now, I do need to go to sleep, if you don't mind." And that's
the rat just kind of like cuddles a little closer and then gets scratched back down.
He hears a little scritch and then walks away. The Burgomeister will go, I have never visited myself. I did hear. Now, I do not know why I hear about this, but I did hear there is a magnificent... Is it a fountain in Krex? Apparently drinking from that is the most beautiful thing you'll ever taste. Am I true? Is that true?
I assume. I mean, I'm from Crest, but I don't want to be like, I know everything.
No. This is something that is... With Krex, this fountain is like... It's the... what can I think about it like? From how Krex is presented, and I don't want to be spoiling too much for everyone else, this is like a beacon in the middle of this village, if you would. Like, it could be all dumbed down and kind of, not depressing, but low energy, but this pool fountain, whatever, I'm trying to think about what it exactly is cool. Just beauty. It is there, and for you, you know of it. You've never gone to it personally, but you have been brought water from it before, so you've definitely tasted the water from this place. So the moment he mentions it, you almost get that like that memory on your palate. And I only would love to visit one day, but I unfortunately have to look after my town. So, if that is okay with you, all of you, of course, Isaac is unfortunately going to put himself to sleep, which is fine. So the offer is still there. The sooner the better, in my opinion. And if you can get it...
Lint kind of leans in and just says, I know you haven't really got a policy against complaints, but I feel like I need to mention that if you're going to give us someone to investigate, a name would be handy.
Oh, of course. My apologies. No, this is Lady Fiona Vashta. Lady Fiona, Fiona, and Vashta, Wachter.
Okay.
And
let's be like, okay, and you say that she is somebody that you suspect that may oust you in some way. Does she have a specific position within the town to do that? Like, who is she?
Her family has been here for quite a long time. Actually, it's the same at the time as my family, and there has always been this opposition Oh, is it? Okay. So it's Vactor. Is it really? Ah. So I looked at the Google, the German pronunciation of it, and it was Vashta, and I was like, I'm going to go with that. But Vactor.
Oh, interesting. No, it's Vactor.
How's it spelled?
Wachter. It was. Who cares? We're going to say Vactor right now. If that is the case, that's totally fine. But yeah, Vactor. I like it. Fiona Vactor. I like that. Actually, it's a bit more. It suits her a bit more, actually. So yeah, that's cool. I'll go with it. What the fuck was I saying?
You said Vactor and her and them. And
versus the Burgomeisters.
The Burgomaster.
That's right, yeah. For the longest time, she and her family have just been against us. They've never liked our ways of running Vallaki. My concern is that she might be speaking to other people. And obviously, I want to make sure that it doesn't turn into a revolution or anything like that, you know? In the end, I am against the devil, and I will do whatever it takes to be against the devil. I feel like she is in lines with him a bit more than me.
Okay. I just kind of look around at the others, just like, do we want to take him up on this offer, or...?
Sounds like fun.
It does not sound like a bad thing.
Rain likes money, I believe. So 200 gold would be something of interest for Rain.
Okay.
That's the only thing I can really say. I don't want to be speaking on behalf of PCs, but that makes sense for Rain.
Yeah, Lintz just kind of, as he looks towards the group and then turns back, before he turns back to look towards the Burgermeister to give his answer, he just kind of pulls an expression that says, I fucking hate this dude. Like, I hate him with every fibre of my being. And I'm so glad he's too stupid to know that we're going to do shit about it. But then he just turns back immediately, puts a smile on his face and says, we'll take you up on the offer.
Ah, wonderful. All will be well, as I'd like to say. So, I will give you the position. He literally tells you where Vactor house is. Yeah, he'll tell you all about that. Now, please, I'd say finish your tea, but it seems you have... and looks at you, Davey. You have already finished it for them, so I hope you enjoyed it, dear.
I just like the idea of Davey just going around and just taking everybody else's tea and just finishing it.
Yeah, you see Davey...
He just takes the whole teapot.
Yeah, literally has all of them around. And I think you might have even had the Burgermeisters at the little tiny sip. Somehow, I don't know how, it just happened. You've got his there too. Maybe he actually unconsciously did it while he was talking because he didn't want to like it himself. And he put it next to you. But yeah. Well, if that is the case, whatever you do, enjoy your stay in Vallaki. I am expecting your attendance tomorrow at the festival. And that is it, I believe. Yes. Irina, what is your plans? Irina will look at him and go, well, I am probably going to go back to the church, if I am honest. I was helping out Father Lucian a little tiny bit, so I just think I will be helping him. Wonderful. You'll have to meet my son one day. I believe you'd be very good friends with him, if not more. You never know how it goes. Anyway, please. It is lovely to meet you all. Enjoy your stay. And he will stand up.
As we get up to leave, Davey's going to sort of stop and turn back and go, excuse me, Mr. Burgermeister, sir. Have you ever played hide and seek before?
You like to play the last game of your life?
Very that. That had that energy so hard.
See, I know shit about this Burgermeister that you don't. And I can't... that's such an interesting question. I need you to make an insight. I know he hasn't responded yet, but... Yeah. That's...
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20? get the impression he was good at hiding when he was a kid. From what? You don't know.
Does he reply?
Yeah. Of course I did. Every child in Valaki is clearly grown up with this. Our little thing was actually to hide away from our butlers and make them panic and all that kind of thing, really. And it was a wonderful time. I was pretty good at it myself now. And he, like, taps his belly a little bit because he is a portly fellow. Not as good, if I'm honest with you.
I thought so. You seem like a man who's good at hiding.
Tilts.
But it's funny, the thing about hide and seek is at some point everybody gets found.
Indeed.
Davy, I think we should be leaving now.
Okay, bye!
As you leave the dining area, he's mumbling to himself about how the fuck he's going to fix this bear tooth. Because he hasn't got no idea. He hasn't got anyone here. The mansion itself, it has got guards within it, and there are some servants, but specifically the ones who were the closest to him, his personal butler, and the lady in waiting, they're the ones who have gone. Oh, something of interest. Omega. I sent you like a bunch of information regarding. There's some things on there. I don't know if I want to remind you of anything there, but just
I've read a lot of things. Yeah.
Yeah. Just if there's anything you want to mention to the group with that, please do. But don't worry if you.
Why would I?
Exactly. Exactly. But yeah. So just something to bear in mind. So if you all are leaving the Burgomeister's mansion, I believe you all are. Is there anything you want to do before we leave? Because you're technically he's still in the dining room. You're in the corridor.
Miss, one thing. Since we are doing this thing for you, and he like pulls back his mantle part to reveal like his hand crossbow, his janky hand crossbow that he has. Do you know where I can get a different one, but not like this, like one that it has like the string, and you like pull it back and.
So you just want a crossbow, right? Just so I know what you're at. Oh, so I'm out of character.
Nope. No, he wants a short bow, not a crossbow.
Oh, you want a short bow?
Ooh.
There is a.
I don't know where they go, and I don't know where to get them from, and I want to help better.
Yeah, I haven't got the name of the place right now, Omega, but there is a place where you can get that actually in Valaki. So yeah, you can definitely find that. So yeah, he will literally just tell you where it is. I haven't got the notes right now where it would be, but you can definitely get that.
Is it the blacksmiths?
It could be the blacksmiths, but not. Blacksmiths aren't really about bows. You get what I mean? Like they're.
Yeah. I'm looking through the list of things that you gave us last session, so I was just thinking, oh, is it here?
You know what he will say, actually? I do need their names. Give me 2 seconds.
How dare
the DM not have the...
Meantime,
Yeah, if you don't want to
is
talk.
the den door open? We can go find another bed.
Fuck me, dude. If you want to do that, please do. But it will be at disadvantage, and I'm totally fine with doing that.
That's if Davey wants it.
I think Davey's forgotten about it at this point.
Alright.
That's fair. There are, and this is actually interesting. You know the I didn't mention this to Jaegers actually. Last session when you came down into the what did I really can't remember now. Basically there were 2 people in the Blue Water Inn who were drinking their sorrows, right?
Sorrows.
Yeah.
Prayers.
There were hunters. They would be.
Yes.
They would have short bows.
Oh, okay. Great.
Thinking about where that would be, and I think
It was It was in the end. Yeah.
yeah. So I actually think the Burgomeister would say no. He wouldn't know. Crossbows maybe, but that specifically no. But then you would remember that there were 2 hunters at a Blue Water Inn.
Okay.
They definitely rock bows, so you can get something from them.
Okay.
That's interesting. Yeah. I'll figure out their names afterwards.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Nice.
Is there anything you lot want to do? I'm gonna try and find those names anyway, because if you want to go to them,
I
you
think I wrote them down. You know the thing I haven't had open this entire time? My notes.
You haven't got notes? Oh my god.
I take notes. I don't play that game. Let me go
I'm
real quick.
so bad at taking notes.
And then there's just me, like this.
My god, dude.
So many fucking notes.
Their names are... They're like the first people you see, actually. By the way, while we're doing this, what's the plan right now for you lot? Are you going straight to Vactor House, or...
Ooh, no.
Blinksky's Toys is an option right now. An hour's gone by, so the commission would be done.
Yeah, we could go back and get that. Lint also wants to ask a few more questions, because now that they've been reminded that they should have paid more attention to him.
Their names are two hunters. Maybe he would have mentioned... You know what? Sorry for being all over the place here. He would have mentioned their names because they are a source of meat for Vallaki, specifically wolf steaks. They sell wolf steaks to fucking everyone. So Zoldar and Yevgeny, or Yevgeny. So,
Yevgeny.
Yeah, Yevgeny and Zoldar.
Yevgeny and Zoldar.
Zoldar is Zoldar. And Yevgeny is Yevgeni. Now bear in mind, they were drinking their sorrows when you left, and it has been a few hours, so they might not be there. Just so you know, because they typically do go hunting.
I am good at searching.
You are good at searching in the end. Yeah, there you go. So, after that, where do you want to go? Do you want to go to Blinsky? Do you want to head to Lady Vactor's house? Where would you like to go, you lot?
I want to get the doll.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should be done for now.
I want to get the doll. I said what I said.
To where the doll is, where we gonna get it?
Where the doll is? That's fine. So yeah, you walk across Vallaki and you see it slowly piecing together the ornaments and the banners, and all will be well has been displayed. You still have the poster of a gentleman who has gone missing, who you obviously know what's happened to them. There's also like a couple more missing posters, actually. One is I haven't got the names off the top of my head, but there's two children who are missing. Now, these would have actually been up before Bluto was up. So when you were actually walking around, these were already up. So yeah, when you arrived, they were up. Next day, Bluto turned up. The next day, two more are up. And these two are just... I'm going to think of some names off the spot. They are Adrian and Yeska. Because why not? I don't know.
Ooh, Yeska. I like that name.
Yeah, Yeska's a lovely name.
Will you remember them?
If you want to. It's just something I wanted to flow with, just to continue a bit of time with with Vallaki. Because it's not just a stationary place. Things do happen. You walk across to Vallaki to Blinsky's Toys, and you arrive. It what's the noise when you opened it? Wasn't that the noise when you walked in? Right, that's right.
Yeah.
This time you see Blinsky is very much prepared this time for you lot, because he knows that he had a feeling that the moment he finishes the commission for you, you'd fucking arrive, because it just feels like that's the type of people you are. And you just see him like just doing the finishing touches and blows it, and it's a perfect replica of the one that what you saw before. and you will quickly notice that the other doll is gone.
Perfect. Davy will take it.
Thank you.
Look at
Thank
it.
you very much.
Is Irina with us? Because we left with her.
Irina would have gone back to the church.
Back to
Okay,
the
I
church,
was
yeah.
gonna say it's gonna be
Mainly
very
because-
weird. She just sees
yeah.
a doll of her
Yeah.
giving it to Davy.
Yeah, she definitely would have. Here's the thing: I don't want to have like an NPC PC all the time, personally, because this is about you lot with them included. But she would have definitely gone back to the church. She did say that she was going to come back, so yeah, she went to the church. She would have said bye to you all and said, "Lovely to meet you again. Lovely to see you." Sorry. But yeah, she would have gone to the church. She doesn't know why you go and Blinsky's toys. She doesn't know, has no interest in that. So yeah. Well, here you go, my dear, and hands it over to you. By the way, Jaeger, so you'd know this. Davey paid a fucking shit ton of money for these.
Oh my god.
She used, was it 2 gems from your...
2 gems.
100 gold piece gem to pay for all of the toys.
Yeah.
And then she tried to pay for another one and Rain took it. So Rain has that one.
Yeah.
Why? No, you don't ask
wanted the
why.
toys. You wanted the toys.
That's all I had.
Just for confusion, just for clarity's sake, I just realized Jeska's the altar boy in Father Lucian's church. That's not the person who's missing. So we're going to change it to
Oh, yeah.
Veska.
Doska.
It's Veska. I looked for my notes. I was like, oh shit, hang on. Well, dear, it has been an absolute pleasure to work with you. I have many toys to make for, well, stock reasons, honestly, and looks around, and it's perfectly clean now, but shelves are emptied because of you. I do deeply appreciate you are a fan of my work, dear Davy, and I tell you what, give me a day after tomorrow's events. I'll make you something. Not just this, but I'll make something for you. Is that okay? Wonderful. What are you doing now, all of you? Are you just going to be plotting around for Lackey for the rest of the day?
Do you know a person called Lady Fiona Wachter?
I do. I've heard of her. She doesn't really show her face that much in Falaki. Her sons certainly do. Her sons are, from what I know... and he hushes it a little bit. A bit of a bastard, actually. Up to no good most of the time. Drinks a lot, shouts a lot. Visits the Blue Water Inn quite frequently. Unfortunately.
Is there no Sir Vactor?
No, I don't think so.
Has there ever been, or has he mysteriously disappeared? As this seemed to be the want of many people in this town all of a sudden.
I do think she had someone. But I am not too sure. I never saw him. So I am not going to be under the assumption that she is her partner. I mean, from what I know, she's a very strong individual. So maybe she does not need a man. Who am I to judge in the end?
True. What does she do?
Honestly, I am not too sure. It just feels like that her family have been around for a long time and have had financial stability through some means. I'm not too sure. Again, I try to keep it to myself. I'm a bit of a loner, if you would. That's why I have little Piccolo here. And you do see, I know, CB, you personally know what Piccolo is, but you would see a monkey with a pink tutu, just like hanging on his shoulders going, "Meh," and still looking at Davy because of Yeah, just.
I don't know why that was funny to me.
It's a good monkey impression,
It
right?
makes a noise of a deflated accordion.
Help me!
Yeah, what? Hang on. No, he doesn't. I rolled under. Damn. But yeah, he still just looks at Davy. You see his tail's like wrapped around Blinsky's neck, and he's just like looking around the corner. Just, and that's it. Yeah. So, why have you got interest in Lady Vashta? Vachta, even. I will learn that.
Hey, whatever you want for your game.
I like Vachta. I just gotta train it out my my language. That's all.
Fair.
Because I practiced that name all fucking week.
That's actually hilarious.
Well, you have this, and again, please keep it to yourself, Davy. I trust you. And yes, if that is all for today, please. It is wonderful to see you again. Thank you again, Davy, for the payment. And you just like, you see him just stand there awkwardly, like, waiting for you to say bye.
Lint is waiting for everyone else to go.
Yeah, of course.
They want to stick around.
Yep, that's fine.
Davy's distracted, so they're just sort of staring at Piccolo.
You're both insightful enough to know that Lint wants to stay. You know what I mean?
And they're gonna stay with me.
Dude, that's the thing. You would know this because you both got really good insights, like passive insights. That doesn't mean you have to be like, oh god, you can stay with Lint. It's not a problem. It might be a problem for Lint, but you know.
Davy just starts staring at Lynn.
Okay.
Yagos has a -2 to charisma. He doesn't get social cues.
Oh, okay, fair. I get
so
that.
He's like,
no, I get that actually.
So I'll just stand there.
I think
Lint
Rain
looks at Rain
Yeah.
and just like,
Yeah. Again, I think it would make sense that Rain would go, well, I'm going to go outside. And if anyone wants to come with me, please do.
you
And then-
immediately follow. But he doesn't get. I'm like, thank you for looking at me. Thank you for acknowledging my friendship.
yeah. But yeah, so Rain goes out, Yegos goes out. Davy, what are you doing?
Davy's just staring at Lynn.
Amazing. All right, continue.
Lint just kind of looks back at Davy and just goes, oh, it's fine. It's not like it's going to be any difficulty. You probably know more about what's going on than I do. And Lynch just goes up to Blinsky and does he was given a card. Was it the same card that he was given during his reading by Madame Eva? Because he was given the Illusionist.
Yes. You
Does he still have it?
Yeah. Anyone who got their fortunes read, you were given the cards.
Okay.
So everyone in the obviously Yegos, not yourself personally, not yet. Maybe we can do something there. But yeah, Yegos hasn't got a card, but everyone else who had a reading from Madame Eva, which you all did, you all got given your cards. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Lint will just go up to like the desk where Blinsky is, and then as he's like going through his book to try and find the cards, he just says, I was just wondering, did you happen to know of any individual who goes by the name of Madame Eva?
Not to my knowledge, my friend. No.
Okay. I was just wondering because I happened to bump into her on the road, and she, being of very mystic psychic powers, did a card reading for me, and in said card reading, drew this card, and he shows them the picture of the illusionist, and says, and she advised me to look for a man with a monkey, because he is not who he says he is.
Ooh.
You see him look at his card first and go, that is a terrifying card, my dear. Because it is, the depiction of it is like this weird, like, guy in the split. It's like normal looking, kind of creepy looking guy to a fucking monstrosity, like they've always melted away. That is a truly terrifying card.
wouldn't say it's too terrifying. From what I understand of tarot, it's all about interpretation and perspective. So I don't think it's anything to say that the subject and the card is a bad person. More that they are being tortured by something monstrous. And forgive me, but I couldn't help but see the connection between you and your commissions with Isaac.
It looks like a toy you would make.
It's interesting. I have no clue about this. I am not a man of... When it comes to those kind of things, I'm not a big fan of it, personally, because people who pull those, they tend to... They can be a bit tricky sometimes. They would say things that might make you feel better or give you some guidance, but it's sometimes from falsehood. What exactly do they say, though?
I'm just going through my notes.
Yeah, go for your notes.
Where the fuck is it?
I think I sent it you. I'm pretty sure I said it to you afterwards.
Okay. Okay. I only have like some brief notes.
Sure.
So he explains how I've pulled the first card before the illusionist card, which was the wizard, and some string of words of which I could remember. She told me that a fire burns in my heart. I need to find the staff of a mage in a resting place beneath the Devil's Keep. His name is the powers that I seek. That was the advice I was given for that card, and I think pulling the illusionist card was the directions I needed to go, and thus she gave me instructions to look for a man with a monkey, because he is more than he seems. You are the first man I have come across with such description.
I am the first man who has a monkey, of course. Huh. Well, I will say this to you. Piccolo here, dear Piccolo, he is not originally mine. I was gifted him. You know a strange man who is, I think he's elvish. He presents himself in a jester's outfit, kind of similar to myself. That might be why we made a connection. He has that wagon. Rictavio even. I believe that's his name.
That's what I read.
He came by in curiosity with Piccolo on his shoulder. And he saw what I was doing and noticed that I was lonely. So he decided to gift me Piccolo to keep me company.
Did he give you any history of Piccolo, like where he got him from?
No, not at all. He just said that I could do with a friend.
Huh. And has he been a friend? Like, has your life improved or got worse?
What, Piccolo?
Yeah.
Piccolo?
Yeah.
He is definitely entertaining. Cleaning up after him is a bit interesting, but we make do. Honestly, he's been nice. A little bit of distractions when I'm tinkering away, and yes, he would get involved and sometimes chuck things when he shouldn't be doing this, and I'm not his personal trainer, but he's been fine. I've enjoyed my time with him. And you can see that he's like genuine here. He's got a little bit of a smile on his face for this.
Mm. Yeah, Lint isn't really too sure what to think about this, because he does suspect that there is more that he is hiding.
You can make an insight check just to clear that if you want me to. If you want to.
I would like to, yeah.
Yeah, sure. Just so that I can like tick boxes for you if you need them.
Yeah. Dirty 20.
So he is very curious about the card reading itself because, like I said, he's not really a believer in it. But the fact that it specifically mentioned a monkey, he's like, oh, that's a coincidence, maybe. They might pull in a trick. You can see that he's not trying to hide anything from you. He's genuinely curious about what's happening. You know, his mention of being gifted Piccolo is on point. You don't sense any kind of misdirection. So yeah, if you want to talk about like curiosities about this man specifically, you're ticking a box off. Maybe this is one of the steps, but not the end of that step.
Okay. So yeah, he just asks like, so do you know Rictavio? Like, if he gave you his monkey as a present, I guess that you were friends in some way? Or was this just a passing gesture?
Passing gesture. He is still here, you know. He has been in Vallaki for a few months, I believe. Something like that. He entertains the children now and then. He gives them a lovely puppet show. I have seen it. It is wonderful. I have made a couple of puppets myself for him. As a way to trade. And he seems like a good man. A bit weird now and then, but entertainers. They're all a bit weird, aren't they?
I guess so. No offense to you.
Of course. I take it in pride, my friend.
Clearly. Look around the shop of
Yeah.
all of these terrifying things that he has built. And I look at
right now,
Davey, are you still here?
in this weird way, there's actually just like long hooks, you know, like butcher hooks. It's kind of like that all around the shops because all of the toys have been bought and taken. He's only focused on the doll what was commissioned now. So yeah, it's actually even creepier because it's just metal like just hanging and like threads just and with hooks on the end, just swinging.
Davey got bored halfway through the conversation and started just like druid crafting ferns around the place.
He clocks it and he lets you do it because one, you gave him a lot of money because now he's realized what you gave him, and two, he's kind of liking it actually, a little bit more like comfort, you know.
Close to the ceiling, a couple of like glowing mushrooms begin to grow as well. Create like a strange light.
I like it. I will say this. You mentioned your name, right, Lint? Did you mention you? Yeah. Lint, I do actually believe he mentioned that he is staying at the Blue Water Inn, actually. So maybe he's there if you want to go speak to him.
Certainly handy. Okay. So yeah, Lint kind of like takes the card back, puts it in his book. He says, thank you for the information. It's very insightful. And thank you for all that you've done. I hope that our payment is enough to keep you steady.
He
Considering
smiles.
we've sold you out of your stock.
I definitely appreciate it. So thank you. Davey's like too far. He's not even going to like say thank you because they are way further away, focusing on druid crafting right now.
Okay. So yeah, Lint will say, thank you and goodbye. I wish you luck.
Goodbye. Good luck. She said good luck. Like, why am I getting good luck?
He usually just says good luck to most people that you like. It just looks. Dave, they. What the fuck did these funds come from?
You walk right into it, yeah.
That's funny.
We're going now. I've done all I need to do.
Okay, bye.
Piccolo is not on him now. Piccolo's climbing on the ferns and all the branches what you created and stuff. So yeah, you made it. You've actually made it more homely for Piccolo thinking about it. So yeah, not bad.
We leave. You
leave. Yegos is outside with Rain. Rain is just sort of tapping their foot, I believe, like just kind of impatiently.
Yeah, I think I'm just like sitting there, not sitting. I think I'm just chatting with my rats for a bit. Actually, what I'm doing is like chatting with the rats, and then like sending some off to start getting the trail of where the two hunters could have went.
Ooh, yeah. So what is that? Survival, isn't it, for scent and tracking, right?
Yeah.
Tracking the trackers.
Yes. Another 13 on a die plus what do I have? Ooh, 30, 20. I would have guidance this because I'm outside and no one gives a shit.
Yep.
Plus 1, 21.
Yeah, okay. You will find them. You know what? I'd say they were drinking in the morning or evening, but either way. They are currently in the middle of Vallaki. And they are selling... Yeah, they're selling some wolf steaks to just customers. So yeah,
okay.
you definitely catch it. I think the scent as well, if you were using your rats, they'll catch that too.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can absolutely find them. So yeah, if you want to go on your own, you're welcome to, or you go as a group. Either way, you can mention it to anyone that you're going that way if you want to. It's up to you.
I think it's not like he's hiding things. I think once he realizes where they're at, he'll look at Ray and go, "I have to go see someone. I'll be right back."
Yeah, go for it.
And then he just leaves.
Cool. Again, I think that's what Rain would say. Just yeah, sure.
Yeah, probably.
You do you, boo. So it takes you like a couple of minutes to get into the middle of town. You see Zoldar and Yevgeny are just basically standing there, passing out very nicely wrapped meat, wolf steaks, just handing out to people. Yeah. And you approach them, or do you? How do you?
I think he just kind of watches for a moment to see like what exactly they all are doing.
Yeah. They are mainly focused on just trying to make money this way right now. You got the impression that they were drinking sorrows, so that could be the case of they lost money, weren't able to do certain things. Did I will say this actually. Milovaj, everyone, the cursed guy in the orphanage, he did mention that he was hiring people to go search for children.
Mm-hmm.
And these are the ones who he paid to go search for the children.
Okay.
I think if you could remember that, then you'd put two and two together. There.
I think it's fair that that would come up in his mind.
Yeah, I think so.
He would kind of just like watch and go, hi.
We'll say this is Zoldar. I like Zoldar. It's a good name. Zoldar turns to you and goes, hello? Would you? We are freshly out of steaks now.
Oh no, I don't want to stick. I don't really. I heard that you two were hunters and stuff.
What gave it away? And you see that they are draped in wolf pelts. Like, it is wolf pelt central on both of them. They have scars on their faces from fights that they won, you know? One of them has, like, a few notches on their eyebrows, I believe it is, which indicates how many they've killed. Yeah. I mean, yes, of course we're hunters.
Someone said you are good with a bow and arrow?
Very good. Very good, yes. Why? Do you want us to do something for you? Do you want us to...
No.
We can teach you. We can do lessons if you're interested.
Well, no, and he like shows off his again very rickety crossbow that he has. I didn't know where to get one like that, and he points to their bow.
This one, and he takes it off. You want? Is it a short bow? You want a short bow?
I don't think he would use the longbow. So yeah, short bow.
Okay, so they use longbows because I think longbows are strength based.
Everything's still.
Are they both?
Range. Yeah. It's like the difference between a short sword and a long sword.
Sure, that's fine.
Yeah.
You'll go. Well, we make these ourselves, at least. Why? And he looks at this crossbow. Why do people use this? And he turns to he turns to Yevgeny, and Yev goes, it's usually because they can't handle it, actually, my friend. Most of the time it's because, well, they're not strong enough to pull the, I don't know what the fucking term's for. Carmen will hate me for this. Our friend Carmen is an archer.
The string.
Furious typing in the
Discord. Is it just called string? Anyway.
A drawstring, you fool!
It's a string!
It's really a string.
They're just usually weak, aren't they? Yeah, 100%.
It's the stick and the string.
I don't think I'm weak. I just didn't... I'm not the hunter, so I just I found this, and I wanted to use something that was he like kind of grabs it. He's like, you got to do like, you push this thing and then like turn this thing this way, and then you got to like insert the thing, and then like it takes so long.
You see that they have a headache from you explaining how to do it, because they're just like, we understand like how bullshit it is to just go doing all that kind of thing. And he just goes, so you're telling me you want one of our bows? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No, I don't want yours. I just I want one like it.
Looks at Yevgeny. In this, from an outside point of view, I think you get social cue. You don't get social cues, but you have a little bit of insight.
Yeah.
They are like all about making money, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they just turn to you and go, 30 gold and we can make you one.
You see, like, he like goes to his pouch and starts counting. I do not think he has 30 gold.
I don't think you do.
That's no, absolutely not.
Rain has the money.
Rain has the money. I mean, we can wait for you if you want to go get it. If you have it and stashed away, no problem. But 30 gold. It is one of our bows, and it'll be a very good bow, and it'll last you almost a lifetime if you treat it nicely.
Oh. The Burgomeister said that you could help, so I just thought that it would. Okay. I'll go see if I can get some money.
Please do. We won't be here for that long. We have finished here, but where are we going now? Are we going back out? And Yev goes, I don't think so. I think our trail's gone cold now. Plus,
Are you talking about the kids?
there's this, when you mention that, there's like a little bit of pride what goes, it like dips. Yes. Yes.
Oh, well, you don't have to look for them.
Why? Our trailer's gone, well, I say our trailer's gone cold, but it actually hasn't, has it? No. We tracked those kids to the west, and, well, for lack of a better term, we saw that their trail was heading into the, well, we call it the Wolf's Den.
What's the wolf den? I mean, I know what the wolf's den is.
Make a deception check. At disadvantage, because that's fun. Because you're like,
that is a 2.
and they just like laugh at you and go, of course you have. No, the Wolf Den. To the west of Valaki, we have never been ourselves because we will never go there. It is too hot for us. And we understand that there are werewolves in that direction. So we had this idea that if their trail has gone that way, then they have unfortunately found themselves in the hands of the werewolves.
Are you scared of werewolves?
Everyone should be scared of werewolves. Wolves we can handle. Werewolves, that's a different story.
I mean, if I go find the kids, will you give me a bow?
You're gonna go there without a bow.
I have.
You want to go up against werewolves with that thing?
No, I have other ways. I just wanted a different way.
I'll tell you what. if you can go find those children,
Mm-hmm.
I will give you the bow. And shall we set a little bet? What are you saying? Huh. 100? 100 sounds good. 100 gold. If you get them and come back, it's 100 gold for you. And you get a bow.
Okay.
Good luck, little one. And you see them starting to pack up. And they kind of just pack up and start to head... Where do we head? They would head back to the Blue Water Inn. Yeah.
I just kind of like watch them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then immediately just like all the rats in my mantle just panic.
Really?
And you see, like, you run so fast, like, your rats can't keep up either, like, behind. And there's like, kids, like, jumping around because there's rats passing by them as well.
Immediately gets back. I'm assuming Linton and Davy are starting to walk out.
Yeah.
We have to go to the wolf's den.
The what? What? Why? What has happened?
Because I had promised that I can go get kids that Milledwatch was finding, and the two people said they would give me a bow and a lot of gold pieces if I did it. And now I have to go.
Let's do it.
Oh, there's also werewolves, but it's fine.
Fine. I can't comprehend half of the words you said. So yes, fine. We'll whatever you just said. Yes, we do that. Fine.
So
I've never killed a werewolf before.
There's always a first for everything.
So I
I've
will
seen things killed by them.
for time wise, for you as players, the werewolf den is quite far away. You're in like about 2-3 o'clock. Getting there and back, you would miss the festival. If you want to do that, totally cool. It's up to you guys. You have Vactor House to look at if you want to do that first. You're more than welcome to do this, though. Again, it's a lead what you just got immediately given, so if you want to go for that one, you're more than welcome to.
Dave, give it to us straight. Are we ready to fight to do this, or are we just gonna TPK if we go there?
I don't know what that means.
Let's put it to a vote when Rain gets back to make an actual decision for us.
So it's more of a case of like timing is more than anything. It's not a case of you lot being ready for it, because in the end, you've got some really powerful people in this party. This is more of a matter of timing.
Would the mission still be open after the festival, or is that?
Yeah, it would be. The trail they know that it headed that way, right? They are under the assumption that the kids are already dead.
Okay.
That's what they are mentioning.
And for our sake,
yes,
these aren't the kids that, because we knew a kid got attacked by a wolf and died. There were more kids, correct?
So from the orphanage, because of how evil that orphanage was, some kids just fucking left. Like, they was like, I don't want to stay in here, and I don't want to stay in Vallaki. This is horrid. We're gonna. They ran, and some of them would have ran away in different directions. But these specifically, these are kids who ran west.
Okay. Oh, so they are just. And Milledwatch asked these two individuals to go find these kids.
Absolutely.
Okay, I just wanted to just double check.
No, absolutely. It's important that.
I was like, wait, I'm not promising something that we actually can't do, right? 'Cause I knew there were kids. Okay, great. Thank you. I just wanted to confirm.
You're totally fine. And yeah, because the whole reason why Milledwatch did all the bad things was because he wanted to fund like the orphanage for food, and also to be able to pay for them to look for them. Because they
makes complete sense.
Because they will do this, and again, these two hunters will do it, but they're not doing it out of the kindness of their heart. They're doing it because they want to get paid.
Of course. They clearly only have one thing they care about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So we could investigate stuff, go to the festival, and then do the werewolf hunting after the festival.
If that's what you want to do, yeah. I want to establish this really quickly as a DM. Like, I want to let you know about timings and stuff, but it doesn't mean you have to be here for the festival. You don't have to be locked into that. If you would rather explore what's outside Vallaki and not be here for the festival still goes down, right? You're just not there. Yeah. So if you come back, you will see the aftermath of the festival. And I'm trying to say that in like there's a fucking
not
explosion. It's not a warning. It's just the world continues whatever you do.
Yeah.
And I want to make sure that you lot as players
you'll come back to the
freedom.
crater.
Yeah.
So 100%. I just wanted to just double check and make sure that I wasn't.
We can do it. We can do it after the festival. See what the festival's about. If it's dull, then we can leave midway and go find out.
Very fair. They're very, very fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I just want to make sure like you as players have freedom of choice, because Curse of Strahd is very much like, here's a bunch of shit you can do, whatever you want to do, and I don't want you to be like, well, we have to stay, because you don't have to stay at all. You're expected to stay by the Burgomeister, and you're expected to stay from the guard who let you in, the lady, I can't remember her name, because you arrived, they wrote your names down, so they are expecting you to be there, but it doesn't matter. You don't have to be there.
Fair.
Yeah.
The baby will say, I really want to go to this wolf's den, but I also don't want to miss the festival.
We can
I've
do
never
both.
been to a festival before.
We can do both.
We can?
Yes. Well, the festival's only tomorrow, and sure, we can wait a day, and then go find the wolves after the festival. We're good. Is it a good plan? Lynn looks at Diegos, who just like showed us this werewolf quest in the first place.
It was a wah kind of
a little bit, yeah. Yeah. We could. I just wanted to make sure you all knew, because I didn't want to make a. He could give me a bow, and I want the bow because I don't want this one anymore.
That's fine. I've done stupid things for less, so yes, you're more than welcome to do this. It feels like we should, even though I don't really, I'm keeping his voice really low, I don't really like this Burgomaster. He gives me the creeps. I still think it might be worth looking into his inquiries about Lady Fiona and what's going on there, so.
Let's do it.
Okay.
All
We'll
right.
do that.
Is there anything else you lot want to do before you get to Vactor House?
I don't have anything personally.
I think I've established everything regarding what's happening in Vallaki town right now. Things that you spot. No donkey-headed criminals today. So a couple of leads. What I want you to think about. Hang on. No, I think you're good. Right now. I don't think there's anything I need to establish going forward. Lint obviously will establish if you want to get some ink and paper so you can copy some spells down, but that's after session. I'm trying to think.
Lint is getting ink and paper to copy spells down. David will sort of look and say, you use paper to do magic, right?
I do, yes.
I have some paper. Do you want it?
Lynn hesitates for a moment, like, I guess so. What kind of paper?
Davy will take from their robe of useful items a spell scroll between levels, first level and third level.
I believe so. Yeah.
So do we just choose what spell it is, or?
I want to roll that if that's okay. Because if you go, I want the best spell at 1 or 2 or 3. Because I think that might be a bit weird, and I believe the robe is randomized on the rolls as well, so we'll roll for it. I haven't got the. I don't have. I can't
swear
roll
to God,
for it
if
right
I
now.
get True Strike, I'm gonna.
Well, that's the
It can't
thing.
be. It can't
It's
be a
not a
cantrip.
cantrip. It's not a cantrip.
Ah,
It's not.
damn it.
True Strike isn't worth the paper.
I disagree.
In that case, since it's random, I'll give Lint both of the spell scrolls.
I
That
like
might
it.
roll with you,
Yeah,
sir.
I like it.
Ooh, okay.
We'll roll. We'll roll. I'll find a table properly for it, and we'll roll. Yeah, that's totally cool. So yeah, again, you can't put those into your. You can have them. Hey, Omega, you know if you're copying off a spell scroll, you still the spell scroll still exists, right?
No,
Does
it's
it go?
No, it's destroyed. It's
Wow,
destroyed.
that's cool to know. Well, there you go. Good to know. Hey. So yeah, cool. Just making sure. That's it. You find your paper, you find your ink, you get given 2 spell scrolls. Fuck me. Davey's just burning through these items.
gotta use them eventually.
100%. Yeah, just use them the second session.
It's such a
After you
huge
got 'em.
such a huge switch of inventory for like Davey as well, because like they bought all the toys, replaced everything in their bags to give to Rain to replace it with the
Yeah.
toys.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Priorities.
Okay, so you will find yourself at the Vactor house, yeah? Is that cool?
Vactor house,
All right.
yeah.
We've only got a few minutes until we've we've got like 20 minutes, but I do need to go on break because I need the toilet. So 5-minute break, we'll come back and we'll just set up for the next session, if that's cool, you lot.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yep, all right. 5 minutes, everyone. Back in soon. one, and we're back, and I think we're good. Everyone say hello so I can see.
Hello.
Hello.
I can hear you.
Can you hear us?
Oh my god. Screaming into the
Papa,
abyss.
can you hear me?
All right, chat. Welcome back to... it's going to be a very, very short second half. We're cutting these a little bit shorter now, just to tighten things up and make sure that I'm not cutting to everyone else's day too much. But before the break, the party has had a little meeting with the Burgomaster. They have established that he's not the nicest person, but it's okay. Afterwards, they were during that they were given the task to look at Lady Fiona, her house, to see if there's anything up, see if there is any kind of incriminating evidence to make sure that he is in his right to be the Burgomaster of Vallaki. It was established that
He's not. We're just interested in it.
Hey, yo, it's working. It's working. Because he doesn't know fucking shit about what's happened yet.
He doesn't choose to.
No, and it was also established that Isaac is asleep in the Burgomaster's mansion as well. So, he lives there, basically, is what I'm trying to say. But we find ourselves at Lady Fiona establishment, actually. Now, question for you lot.
Answer.
What? That's good. What is your
scare me.
plan here? Are you... Because you've got a few options. You can literally go straight up to the door and maybe attempt to converse with her. Or you can sneak in. It's honestly, this is totally up to you lot. What would your characters want to do?
You want me to spy on her?
Could do. We could split it down the middle. Two
I
of
also
us.
I
sorry.
spy, you talk.
But do we want to actually speak to her? Because that might cause suspicion. Because we are people who are not from Vallaki suddenly having an interest in her and her her dealings. So
Maybe you spy first, and we take a look around, and then if we find something fun, then we can do that, and if we don't, then we can talk to her.
Or
I
we could
think
do
that
both.
would be smart.
We could do both. We could split it down the middle. There's 4 of us. 2 of us talk to her as a distraction for the other 2 to go snooping around.
I guess I'm just saying I'm worried about talking to her at all. Because what do we talk to her about? We don't know her position. We don't know why she is important. We don't know why we would just be randomly speaking to a lady who the Burgomaster is worried about. Therefore, I think that she might, if she has suspicions, that could arise things.
Maybe we spy first.
I don't want to say you don't. If you want to talk to her, you can. I don't.
No, it's fine. It's a good point. It's a very, very good point. We don't have any motive as to reason as to why we've talked to her, would not draw suspicion towards us.
Mm-hmm.
So, if we could, as David could plan, could spy first, see if we can get information, and judge from there to see if we continue spying, do some reconnaissance, or we talk to her in person.
Mm-hmm. Maybe she's nice.
Maybe, but we're not too sure. Who would want who wants to spy on her though?
I can be a rat or a spider or something else.
Could do.
I'm also pretty sneaky.
I feel like you 2 are ideal. No offense, Rain. I know that you have skills, but
Rain's just like, what am I, chopped liver? Little rogue here.
if we get to the talkings, then you are definitely needed.
As your DM, I will say, Rain is not an optimal rogue.
That's why I was thinking.
Very heavily charisma based.
That's why I was thinking. Yeah, we need the talking. So if we get to the talking point, then it is definitely Rain's forte, but for now, you two, you're really in your elements here.
Are you doing this
Sounds
like
like
at the
fun.
front door or on your way?
No, we're not,
No, we're
not doing
not.
anything.
I'm joking.
Absolutely not.
We're on a front door. We rung the bell.
It's up to you lot. What do you want to do?
How do we go about it? Do it now? Do it later? Do we have any idea how you want to get in?
I'll be a spider.
Okay.
And he like looks at the thing that he has on. I haven't really needed to think about it much, but I can just go as I am. And if I need to, I can be more sneaky. But it's really hard to perceive me when I don't want to be perceived.
Okay.
Okay. Sounds like you guys have a plan. And I will. Let me think if there's some things that I can do. And he just like goes through all of his like spells to see like. if he's
There's
got
a
anything.
file of facts of spells.
Yep. I actually don't know if I have anything that can help.
I think
Let me
it's
think.
fine.
Doesn't seem like that. I have manifest mind. I don't know what that is. That's a new thing.
Oh,
since I
read
leveled
it.
up.
Oh, that's the best thing.
It's like
The best
incredible.
thing.
It's a very cool one. Yeah.
Manifest mind. Okay.
It's not a spell. Oh, hey, you're a scribe's wizard. You definitely want to know what that is.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah. I only just leveled up. I had no fucking idea what
Yeah,
this was. I
Omega.
just saw it. Oh, I've never seen this before.
Omega, Soph isn't like me who loves builds and like cool shit.
I'm just
There's
I'm
that-
just there for
oh.
the fucking fun of it.
Oh, I can do this. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's
Oh.
interesting. First time ever doing a wizard, did you know? A spectral mind. It is intangible and does not occupy a space. It does shed a dim light, though.
Yeah,
It does.
it does.
It's a scroll, but the spectral mind can hear, see, and has dark vision. The mind can telepathically share with you what it sees and hears. So I can send a little mote of mind in to spy alongside them.
You're missing the best part of that ability.
You tell me what it is, because I don't know
When
what
you
it is.
cast a wizard spell, you can cast it from the position of your mind
Like you were
without
there.
having to see.
Ah.
Like you were there.
So, say for instance, you know, like
I don't
Misty
have
Step
to
is
go
what?
somewhere.
Misty Step is 30 feet or something like
Yeah.
that, 60 feet, whatever. Your mind could potentially be 300 feet away from you.
Yep.
You still can see through it,
Yep.
and you can Misty Step from its position.
Yeah, you are casting
Okay.
it like you are where that thing is.
It is. Looking, yeah.
Yep.
Just know
It's
that
very fun.
your friend,
to
your
do some
book friend,
research.
is a lot better now.
I need to do some
It is,
research before we go through with this heist of a mission that we have. Holy shit! Yeah, I'll definitely help with that.
Now it is vulnerable to dispel magic spells.
Yes.
Any kind of anti-magic field kind of things that can disperse it. So just so you're aware.
well,
of
at
that
least
kind
I'll
of
know
thing.
that there's a dispel magic.
Now, yeah, that's very true. I'm not saying that Vactor House has that shit, but just something to think about
Something
in
to
the
consider,
future.
yeah.
Because you would know it. You'd know like that's one of the, especially as an intelligent wizard, like you'd know that is one of the detriments to that. It's fucking great. It's such a good
Yep,
feature.
I need to do more research to know how great it is.
Well, here's the thing. I like this then because in that way, you leveled up before you took a long rest, I believe, right? You were in the middle, and then you, I think, no, you were level 6 when you.
No, we
woke
did
up,
take
right?
we did take a long rest.
So I like the idea that you are figuring out how this works for a moment. You're like, it's almost because you've been it's not a case of you've woke up and you're like, I know what happens, or because you woke up and you immediately got given letters, you had to go places, you haven't had time to think about this. So you still got to solve Vactor House right here.
Yeah, but I have something in my pocket that I didn't have before.
And trust me, we're going to roleplay that too.
Oh dear God. Okay.
So,
Yeah, I guess I can help out with the little spy group.
It does glow though, right? So we can't
That is the
Correct.
issue
take
that
it
I have.
with us.
It does have a. Hang on. Yeah. dim light of a 10-foot radius.
Yeah, it's very obviously there.
Yeah, I just gotta pose it as like a. Oh wait, it has to.
Because if
It
it was
looks like a
invisible,
ghostly
it'd be
tome.
really,
Yeah.
really bad.
What Davy will do before they enter is go up to Yagos and cast something, and you see these tiny little sort of like almost fungal lines and moss begin to grow around the base of his feet and on his hands as she casts Enhance Ability Cat's Grace. She'll do that right before they enter.
Ooh, that's real good. All right.
We love that.
We love that. That is concentration, yeah?
Mhm.
Okay, just something to
But
bear in mind.
you can keep concentration when you're in wild shape, right? I believe.
Yeah, you can. Just don't get hit. I'm sure you'll be
Just
fine.
don't
bud.
get hit. That part.
Yeah. Okay. So you two are going off, basically like skulking around the facility, right? Yeah. Is that cool? What's Lint doing here? Are you still going to the door?
No, he's not gonna go first up. He's gonna find somewhere that's like close to the house but hidden.
Mhm.
He's gonna go to the dumpster. He's gonna hide in one of the bins and just out of the way.
Okay.
Or a bush somewhere. Just somewhere that's a cover so that he's not seen casting a spell.
Don't worry. You can get, if you're doing it quite far away, there's definitely going to be a way you can cast a spell without being seen.
Yeah.
Maybe we should have a signal, like a bird's call.
Okay. What would you suggest?
Raven?
Yeah, I find it's a raven. Like a caca kind of thing. Yeah, that's
She
fine.
sort of like looks at you and goes, "Can you make the sound of a raven?"
Could I do, and I'm asking very specifically, could I do either a performance or an animal handling? I say animal handling to literally handle the
Come on.
things
Come on.
within.
That's it. Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Try and bullshit your way to it, you know?
No, it's not. It's
okay.
literally not. It's not. It's literally. I'm not even trying to bullshit. It's like I asked that specifically because of the things that he is. So it's just trying to get a grasp of a certain aspect and bring it out versus
I understand.
trying to perform.
I understand. Now.
But I'll do whatever you want. I was like, how would that work? 'Cause I potentially yes, but I don't know what I would roll for that immediately.
Yeah, that's specifically the thing here, because I'm for that specific thing, because I can't spoil anything, I had to say no regarding animal handling, but performance definitely. And I will say, in this moment,
Constitution saving throw?
no. You're gonna get advantage on this because Bakor's essence that was in his little pendant is gonna help you out with this because Bakor can.
Interesting. Okay.
You got guidance.
Okay.
Kinda,
okay,
right?
Okay.
Yeah. Advantage
okay.
is
Also the Raven Queen.
yeah. Raven Queen doesn't go "Caw!"
I'd love it.
Okay.
The Raven
So
Queen.
a 17 on the die
Okay.
is 15.
Yeah, damn. 15's fine, right? 15's
God damn.
it's like a crow that coughs a little tiny bit, but yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think he'll just kind of like.
Yep. You see like a few people who are just walking by you because you're still talking, right? You're not at the outside. Just go, what the fuck? And then they continue walking by.
Oh, I miss Bacall already.
Mhm. Always with you, you lot. Always with you. Okay, so
We have a plan.
no one is going to the front door. You're going to be keeping distance for yourself, Lint. What's the spell? Just so we can establish. Or is it manifest mind? Because that's not a spell.
Manifest mind. It just says cast spell.
Yeah, it's not a spell. So manifest mind will just poke up in front of you. Again, it is glowing. We'll come on to something that's being said about that actually in a minute. Not in a minute. Next session.
And I will definitely. You'll see that my feet like kind of like I like kind of like shaking out my feet because I don't have shoes on, kind of that, and you'll kind of see like these subtle claws, kind of like almost like overarching toes, beginning to just like elongate ever so slightly as I cast Long Stride on myself.
Yeah, of course. Nice.
Covered in moss.
Covered in moss. It's like a nice little slipper. And
cozies.
Davey, you're turning into a spider. Is that the case? Okay.
I'll be probably climbing onto Diego's shoulder until we're close to the house, and then try to slip into like under the door.
And is the plan to climb? Just so I know, because we're going to finish soon. Don't worry. Is the plan to go on top of the roof and find a way in, or is it like just using the climbing to find a way in general?
Davey will look for a way in through any cracks under doors or windows, or the roof if necessary.
Okay.
I think Yegos maybe will go to the roof as well. Go to the roof first, like kind of like find an area, get close. And he's always stealthing. He's always hiding.
Yeah.
And the thing I mentioned about my cloak that I never mentioned is I can hide even if I'm being directly observed, as long as I'm in like some kind of obscurity.
Yeah.
At the very least, light obscured. So that's why he's like not really worried about being seen.
Hey,
but
just so, because I don't know if, did you ever let me know like where that was from, or do you mind me telling you where that's from? That mountain.
I thought we mentioned Mi Madre.
I think so.
But what you give me something else?
I was just thinking something. I was just thinking when this happens, like you feel a hug as from the mantle itself. Like there's some energy from the mantle, and it kind of just hugs you to help you through this. Yeah.
Hit me up with details on that. It's just so we're on the same page. Even there's not gonna be spoiler stuff, but I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
Yeah,
but
sure. We'll work on it. I just thought about that.
Yeah.
It's like, But you go to the roof. Davey will be scouting on the shoulder. Lint is doing something we've never done before, and Rain is sort of standing there going, "What?"
And join me in the dumpster.
So let's do this then. We're going to do one more roll before we finish the stream.
Okay.
Everyone roll me a stealth check. If you get advantage, please do.
Okay.
Oh, that's not too bad.
That's not too bad.
There's a dirty 20.
My
is what that
stealth
is.
is a spider stealth.
You gave me the enhanced ability that's Dex, right? Okay, great. Thank you.
Dave, can I use the spider stealth, or
Yeah.
do I use my stealth?
Oh, no, you're a druid, so you can use either, can't you?
Guidance.
I think so. I would like to use the spider stealth.
I'm pretty sure you can, yeah. I'm pretty sure you can choose. I don't know if it's just...
Okay.
It might not be the physical thing, but I think the mental abilities is what you can definitely choose as a druid.
You can. No, as a
Like,
yeah.
Mental,
I know
yes,
what you
but I
mean.
don't know about the physical one. Like
Physical are the spider stats.
Yeah. So yeah, just tell me what you roll.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
33.
Good lord.
Amazing. And what was yours, Davey?
15.
Okay. We will pick the next session up. We'll say for now, you two are on the roof. Lint is somewhere. The manifest mind is taking over the position, I guess. And you definitely see on top of the roof, there is a chimney. And there is smoke coming out of that chimney. So we'll pick that up next week. I'll talk to Goss and let them know, like, hey, what the fuck's Rain doing here? 'Cause I want to make sure they're not just standing out, tapping my toes and all that kind of thing. But thank you, everyone, for playing today. That was really fun. Really good shit.
Yeah.
Really good fun. Apologies for the 40 minutes of silence apart from me. I'm sure that wasn't annoying at all. Thanks for sticking by, everyone, in chat. Now, before I go, please make sure you're checking out Critical Barge channel in a couple of hours, because they are doing a level 20 one-shot, and it's all to help CB with finances and all that kind of stuff. Plus, you get the fuck with their players as well. So make sure you please do that. Use the command CB in chat just to make sure you're showing some love for them. And what else? That's really it. everyone. So just thank you all for being here. Thank you for playing, as always. I do love this campaign, and I can't wait for like things that unravel for all of you lot regarding stories. It's gonna be very fun. But yeah, that's it, everyone. So everyone say goodbye. That's all I can say. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye bye.